So here we are at Battle of Ox Hill Battlefield. We're gonna explore the battlefield, so come on with us. The beginning of the journey.
Welcome to Ox Hill Battlefield. The Ox Hill Battlefield is the only major battlefield location of the Civil War in Fairfax County. If you're going to like a major battlefield from the Civil War in Virginia, you'd have to go to Prince William County because that's where the Battle of Manassas is. But if you wanted to go to a battlefield in Fairfax County, Ox Hill Battlefield is the closest you're gonna get.
Battle of Chantilly happened on September 1st, 1862, where a lot of Union people attacked a lot of Confederate people, but there were more Confederates than Union people, meaning the Union people had to retreat. It was a beastly, comfortless conflict fought during a ferocious storm, which had some consequences. As darkness fell and the fighting ceased, hundreds of soldiers lay dead, or maybe even more. And there's some major deaths here, including the promising generals of the Union Army, Isaac Stevens and Philip Kearny, which we will discuss further. So come along and join us on this ride. So this battle is called the sequel to Second Manassas, which happened after the Manassas battle. Isaac Stevens, General Isaac Stevens, his army made contact with General Jackson's here, which you would guess caused some problems. This whole battle was just absolutely exhausting and wet and exhausting. And here is the second battle of Manassas, and this is where they fled and they came here. Over here is, the map of the battlefield, but in modern times. So look, Fair Oaks Mall.
Fair Oaks Mall is on top of the battlefield.
We are right here, but look at all this. We were just in a store right here.
Yeah, we got food right there.
Isn't that so crazy? Here we have some stuff in Spanish and Korean for all of you international folks out there. You can read if you want. We don't know how to. Let's move on. We have General Isaac Stevens and Philip Kearny of the Union. They both died here, and we'll get into more of them later. And then we had the Confederate people, Alexander R. Lawton and Ambrose Powell A.P. Hill. Come on. Okay, so here we have the attack and death of General Stevens. So Stevens was getting this army over here to this section of the battlefield, and the soldiers were like, there's no enemies here, we're okay. They're retreated. Captain Lusk of the 79th New York Highlanders actually said,
"There's no enemy here! They've fallen back!"
Right. But then instantly the Confederates appeared, shooting on them on a rail fence. And then Isaac Stevens kind of went up there and he got shot in the head. Also, his son was shot. Can you believe it? In his head. That's awkward.
This is a photo that was taken early 20th century of Chantilly and was published by Fairfax County in 1907.
It was after the battle.
You can see the fence here that is right over there in present day, but it was not in the battle.
And that's just some fun facts about, that's some visuals about where we are. Let's move on. Okay, so this, we have the attack of General Birney's brigade. So General Birney was this guy, you show them, and he was a Union general, and they were fighting over here. We have General Kearny, another Union general, who ordered Birney's to go ahead and towards the cornfield. But Birney was like, "Hey man, we have to go this way because we don't want to be flanked." And Kearny was like, "What?" And Birney was like, "Yeah, like this guy died over here," and it was Isaac Stevens, which we just discussed. And so Kearny exclaimed,
"By God, I'll support Stevens anywhere!"
That's what Kearny said after Stevens died over there. So he went over there to investigate, which we'll discuss what happens to him after he does that later.
So the story of General Kearny, he was a Union general who went to go investigate that there was a gap in the Union line, and he ordered his troops to go into a cornfield to protect Birney's flank, and his soldiers protested and said that there was rebel soldiers in the cornfield, and he said, "No, there's not," and sent them anyway. And there his regiment captured 2 of the Confederate soldiers, and they were like, "Here's 2 Confederate soldiers that we captured from there," and he did not care and responded,
"Damn you and your prisoners!"
and forced them to continue into the cornfield. Then with his one arm, he rode into the cornfield. Then, realizing that there were Confederate soldiers there, and that he ignored the fact that they captured 2 of them, he heard them scream,
"That's a Yankee officer! Surrender! Halt! Shoot him!"
And then he was shot and died.
And to add for Mr. General Kearny, show the map. Kearny went over here after Birney was like, "Hey man, like we are being attacked." He's going over here to the cornfield, which is where he died. Yeah.
So we're here.
So, and he died here. So he died somewhere over there, somewhere. Yeah, I just thought where Union General Isaac Stevens died. So if you look over here, this is rock. This is where he died. He died waving the flag of the 79th New York Highlanders, which was an army. Like after he died, like later, his son found him here with like his friend.
His son Hazard Stevens and his friend Charles Walcott.
His friend Charles Walcott, who was part of the 21st Massachusetts Army. It was like, wow, this is where he died. And they placed this rock and stuff here to mark his death. Isn't that so beautiful?
Adorable. Alright, so this is the grave site of General Isaac Stevens and Major General Philip Kearny.
Philip died here, like on this spot.
Over that little quartz
Isaac
rock
died over there.
is Isaac Stevens.
This is where they thought Kearny died, and they put a little stone here, like, hey. When in actuality, somewhere over there. That's kind of awkward. We're at the end of our journey.
After that, the invasion of Maryland.
So, what happened here was after this battle, you know, the Union had to retreat because a lot of them had died due to what happened here. The deaths of Stevens and Kearny did not help at all because, you know, that made things worse and more Union people would die. So they retreated to Fairfax Courthouse, in which, you know, Lee kind of followed them through Janesville to Leesburg, Northern Virginia, and then towards eventually to Maryland. And this invasion in Maryland would make the main fight of the war be closer to Union territory. And then they would soon clash again in the battles of South Mountain and Antietam.
Antietam.
I guess you have to go there to figure it out.
Kearny at Seven Pines, a song by Edmund Clarence Stedman.
Dedicated to Mr. General Kearny. May he rest in peace.
May he rest in peace.
Oh,
evil, the black shroud of night
at Chantilly that hid him from sight of his brave men and tried. Foul, foul, said the bullet that clipped the white lily. The flower of our knighthood, the whole army's pride. Yet we dream that he's still in that shadowy region where the dead were raised and the wind of his side. Run on as of old down the length of his legion, and the world still is forward along the whole line.
Thank you.